East of Scotland Farmers Ltd was set up in 1959. The core business is drying, storing and marketing malting barley on behalf of our members. We have a shareholding of about 300 members and 175 of them are active grain suppliers. We also handle wheat, feed barley, oilseed rape and oats. And as well as the grain intake side of the business, we supply inputs back to our members, and that includes fertiliser, seeds, agricultural chemicals, and we have services such as agronomy and contracting, so we can spray the fields for our members. On top of that, we run our own lorries, and we have a country store that supplies everything from welly boots to pet foods. Our turnover is now about 20 million, and we have 20 full-time staff and a full-time equivalent of 25 by the time we take in part-timers and seasonal workers. East of Scotland Farmers has a different capital model to a lot of other co-ops, and we don't actually ask our members to invest. Basically, we make a fair and modest trading margin on all the departments here, whether it be selling or purchasing from the farmers, and we make a trading surplus each year. And that surplus is used for reinvestment in the facilities for the members. So the facility that we built last year, that you can see behind me, that cost £3.5 million. We had £1 million of grant. We had 700,000 of reserves, and we've borrowed 1.8 million to make up the difference. And we will repay that from trading surpluses over the coming years. So there is no need for new members to put their hand in their pockets. But I would say that the members have confidence in us. They certainly trust us, and our tonnage is growing as a result of that. But because we don't actually ask them for money every time they put an extra ton in here, it means that we can attract all sorts of farmers. We're not restricted to only recruiting cash-rich farmers that can afford to pay vast sums of money to join. There's no single killer advantage that East of Scotland Farmers provides to its members. It's a whole range of things. There are financial advantages. For instance, our pool marketing will deliver better than average prices to our members. We provide cash flow. We provide a saving in the investment on farm in terms of facilities that the farmers have to put in themselves. We also reduce the risk for members. We take on the responsibility of marketing, of securing markets, of handling the volatility of grain markets and such like. So there's a reduction in risk, and the farmer can sleep peacefully knowing that someone else is doing that on his behalf. There are practical benefits in terms of quicker movement of grain off farm than our competitors offer, longer opening hours. And there are elements of trust as well. This is a local business where all our members can come in and speak to the decision makers. They can speak to the guy who's in charge of intake, they can speak to me, the general manager, and if they don't like what I say, they can speak to the chairman who is elected from them. So there's always access to decision makers, they can influence what happens, there is transparency in what they do, in that the members see the accounts, they know where the money is going, and basically they can trust us to operate this business on their behalf. We've recently built this new facility, so the immediate development plans are to recruit more new members and to service the loans and pay them off that finance this facility. Beyond that, we already have planning permission for a phase 2, so that's another 15,000 tonne grain store and another 40 tonne an hour grain dryer. And we hope to do that within 5 years or so. Beyond that, we are purchasing some more land to try and build a new entrance to the site to facilitate traffic management. We're looking at alternative fuel systems, potentially natural gas, which is cheaper, or if that doesn't work, we'd look at biomass. So there are a number of things. We now have a 15-20 year development program ahead of us, which is nice to have that to target.
Well, I think our greatest benefit of being a member of East of Scotland Farmers is that we don't have any investment in grain storage and drying facilities. We have also the facility to drive the grain straight off the combine and tractor and trailers to Coupar Angus. and also we get quick movement of grain off farm. We also have the advantage of the grain pool price, which has over the years has been a great thing for us.
Well, basically it's giving us market security, and you know, it's very handy, the pool system of marketing that they use. So basically we take all our grain and wheat straight into East of Scotland Farmers from the combine, and that's one of the biggest advantages for me. And also I think a big thing is that it's really a one-stop shop for the arable farmer, and I use it for all my inputs for growing grain, and you know, I think that it is quite unique in that regard. Right, well basically, yes, we're getting access to a fantastic site with state-of-the-art drying and storage facility. It's not costing a lot to join. You know, there's a very modest amount to invest to go in compared to other co-ops, I believe. And you know, we're giving a bit of market security, and you know, there's prompt uplift for the barley off the farm, and personally I think it's a great option.